Now, what is petty cash book? Understand it. First of all, what do you mean by petty? Small. Petty means small. Now, cash book is very big. Cash book is not small. Cash book is very big. But it is a cash book maintained for small expenses. It is a cash book which is maintained for small expenses. For example, tea, coffee, stationery, postage, stamps, carriage, wages, such small expenses. What happens is, these small expenses are more in quantity but less in amount. Is it or not? Tea and coffee more in quantity in a day, maybe if you count for all the employees 15-20 times tea will come. Okay, then small expenses, stationery, every few days you have to spend the money for that. Expenses are more in quantity but less in amount. Now, generally what is done in every organization is you give some amount of petty cash, small cash balance to the cashier or any one employee. You make the person responsible. And whenever any small amount is to be incurred, he'll incur from that. He'll not bother you again and again. Otherwise, what will happen? I am teaching here, then Akshay will come, sir, 5 rupees for tea. Then again after that, in the evening I am taking the back, someone will say 2 rupees for pen. So here every business what they do is 2,000, 3,000 rupees, they give it in the office for small expenses. Whenever any small expenses are incurred, they incur from that money. And then as it's over, again it is replenished. That amount is again given back after it is over. Did you understand the meaning of petty cash book? So cash book which is maintained for small expenses is called petty cash book. Such expenses are more in quantity but less in amount. And when we make petty cash book, it will have all columns of payment only. Receipt will be a small column cornered at one place. Okay? It will be a small column cornered at one place because the person will receive the money only once in a month. And then throughout the month he has to just keep on making the payments. So first write down in the summary, cash book maintained for small and regular expenses. Small and regular expenses is called petty cash book. Did you understand this, everyone? Okay, now be it written, there are two types of petty cash book. Understand it first. There are two types of petty cash book. One is simple petty cash book and the other is petty cash book under impressed system. Now, simple petty cash book means, suppose I give 2,000 rupees to the person in the office for small expenses. If 2,000 rupees are over in 12 days, he will ask for the money again. Again, some amount will be given because 2,000 was already given, maybe 1,000 is given, 500 is given. Depending upon the number of days remaining. If in 12 days it's over, I may give 3,000. If 25 days are over, 5 days of only the month are remaining, I may say now take 500 only for the 5 days. So you give a regular amount as and when the money is over and he keeps on spending from that. That is which cash book? And now it is impressed petty cash book. Here fixed amount is maintained every month. Means we decide that maximum expenses during the whole year in any of the months are 4,500. Last year we have seen 4,500 has never crossed. We give 5,000 to the petty cashier. Okay, petty cashier is a separate person. Okay, there are two cashiers in such organization, main cashier, petty cashier. So main cashier will give 5,000 to the petty cashier because he knows that in none of the months the expense is exceeding 4,500. Now, fixed amount 5,000 will be maintained every month. So in suppose the month of September, out of 5,000 he spends 3,500. Then next month we will give him 3,500 only. How much he already has? 1500, and again he will get 3500. So he will again maintain a balance of 5000. Same balance will be maintained in the beginning of every month. Next month he spends 4800, October. Then November, 1st November in the beginning, he will give 4800. 200 he already has, and 4800 will be given on 1st November. So again on 1st November there will be a balance of 5000. So at the beginning of every month, same balance is maintained. Under which system? Impressed system. And whatever is spent in the last month, is reimbursed in the beginning of next month. Did you understand this concept, everyone? So read on next paragraph. There are two types of petty cash book. One, simple petty cash book. Second, petty cash book under impressed system. Okay, now we are writing nothing about simple petty cash book, it is simple only. So no note about that. But what is impressed? You write down next paragraph. Under impressed system, comma, fixed amount of cash. Fixed amount of cash balance is maintained at the beginning of every month. So therefore, expenses of previous month are reimbursed. REIMBURSED. What do you mean by reimbursed? Given back. Are reimbursed at the beginning of next month. Okay, what does it mean? Whatever you spend in August, whatever amount you spend in August, you'll get it back on 1st September. Petty cash flow will get it back on 1st September. Whatever you spend in September, you'll get it back on 1st October. So every month opening balance will become same amount. Any doubts with this? Now, look at page number 160. Page number 160. Can you see the specimen of petty cash book? See, as I told you, first column is, so can you see receipt is just cornered at one place? Thin column of receipt. Do you all see that or not? Because receipt is only once in a month. So no need to waste space in writing the receipt. Okay? And receipt, rupees means amount received will be written over here. Date column and particulars column is common for receipt as well as payment. Okay? Date column and particulars column is common for receipts and payments. Then we have voucher number, total amount, and then various expenses. Now they have given particulars of which expenses: carriage, postage, stationery, tea and refreshment, other miscellaneous expenses, then LF number and personal account in the ledger. Personal account also. If 100, 200 rupees advance is given to peon, sweeper, anyone, then you write that in the personal account of the ledger. Did everyone of you understand this? Any confusions? Now, listen everyone. You don't have to remember these columns. When you read the question, identify which expenses are there, make those columns. When you read the question, identify which expenses are there, make those columns only. You need to remember only the order. First will come receipt amount, then which are common columns, date and particulars. Then voucher number, because all are payments, so voucher number, LF number comes at the end. Voucher number, then total amount, and then which expenses you pick up from the question itself. And then LF number and personal account. Did you understand this? So let us take away one question, you'll be clear about from that. Page number 170. Question number 10. Okay, look at page 170, question number 10. Yes, be attended. Understand the things. From the following transactions, prepare petty cash book of Jigar in October 2015. Now listen. In the third column, in the third transaction, underline wages and carriage. In the fifth, underline postage. Eighth, don't underline wages, we already underlined in third. 10th, underline stationery. 12th, tea and refreshment. 15, miscellaneous expense. Okay. Mishal will come in personal account, last one. Any confusion in that? So which all columns will you maintain in that? Particulars for various expenses. Wages, carriage, postage, stationery, tea and refreshment, miscellaneous expense. So no need to remember it in exams. You read the question and whichever expenses are there, make those columns only. Any doubts with it? So make the format. First column will be receipts. Rupees. Then date. Then particulars. Stop talking in between. Then voucher number. Then total amount. Thereafter, particulars for various expenses. In that you have wages, carriage, postage, stationery, tea and refreshment, and miscellaneous expenses. Okay, these are particulars of various expenses. Thereafter, LF number and then personal account. Did you understand the format, everyone? Make it fast, everyone. Raise your hand who is still making the format. 1 more minute, make it fast. Heading also is to be given. Petty cash book. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now listen everyone, I am explaining you question 10 and I will be asking you question 11. It's very simple, so understand it properly, okay? Complete silence. 1st October 2015. Opening petty cash balance 4,000 will come on receipt side. 4,000 to balance brought down. Okay, particulars column is common for both. So to balance brought down 4,000. Any doubt with this? Did you all write it down? Next, amount received from chief cashier. Either you call it as chief cashier or main cashier. Any of the languages can be given. So it will come in receipt side 1,000. Date is again 1/10/15 to chief cashier account. Amount is received from chief cashier, so to chief cashier account. Any confusions with this? Next, wages 600 and carriage 400 are paid. So 3rd October 2015 by wages and carriage. Now, in total amount you will write 1,000. Then in wages column 600, carriage column 400. Any confusions with this? Raise your hand. All are able to understand this? Om? Next, 700 paid for postage and postal stamps expenses. So date is 5/10/15 by postage account. Total column also 700. Postage column also 700. Understood this, everyone? Rupees 200 paid for wages. So date is 8/10/15 by wages account. 200 in total column as well as 200 in wages column. Okay. Rupees 400 paid for stationery expenses. So date is 10/10/15 by stationery expense account. In total column also 400 and stationery column also 400. Rupees 150 paid for tea and refreshment expense. So date is 12/10/15 by tea and refreshment account. Total column also 150 and tea and refreshment column also 150. Then 14/10/15 received 500 from chief cashier will come on receipt side. 500 to chief cashier account. Then 15th date, miscellaneous expenses paid rupees 500. So 15/10/15 by miscellaneous expenses account. In total column also 500 and in miscellaneous expense column also 500. Any doubts in this? Raise your hand who is still writing up till 15. Now look at 17. 400 given to Mishal for the payment of miscellaneous expense. Will this come in personal account or miscellaneous expense? No, miscellaneous expense. Understand this? Suppose I have to give rupees 50 for tea and coffee. I give it to my employee Akshay for giving it and paying it for tea and coffee. So I tell him, take this 50, go and pay for tea and coffee. So am I actually giving any money to Akshay? Do I have to take it back from him? I am giving it for tea and expenses. Now read this. We have given this amount to Mishal for payment of, means for our business it is miscellaneous expense only. Which thing will come in this personal account? Only if and only if any amount is given as advance salary to any employee. What will come in this personal column? If and only if any advance is given as salary to an employee. Then only it will come in personal column. Otherwise, no. Did you understand this? Here for the business it is miscellaneous expense only. We don't have to take it back from Mishal. We have given it for the payment of miscellaneous expense. Any confusions? So unlike for the payment of miscellaneous expense, we should not write it as personal account. Okay, 17/10/15 again by miscellaneous expenses account. In miscellaneous expenses and total column 400. Did you all understand this? Why will it not come in personal account? Any confusions? Now, first we will do the total of payments, not receipts. Okay. First total of all the payments will be done. Okay. 1,000, 17, 19, 23, 24, 29, 33, 50, 3,350, 800, 400, 700, 400, 150, 900 and nil. Any confusions with this? This is the total payments, okay? All are clear up till here? Raise your hand who is still writing the total of payments. Completed everyone? Now, after total, leave one line. Listen everyone. After the total, leave one line. And in the next line, do the total of receipt both the sides. Means 5,500. Write it on both the sides, but leaving one line in between. Any confusion with this? All are clear with it? Receipt side total 5,500, write on both the sides, leaving one line in between. Now 5,500 minus 3,350 is 2,150. 5,500 minus 3,350, 2,150. Now see here, 17th October is the last date, so don't write 31st October. 13 days business was not on a vacation. This question's balancing will be done on 17th October itself. So 17th October itself, write down 17, 10, 15 by balance carried down. Yes, if it is 29th October, 30th October, 28th October, then you can write 31st October. Assuming that last 2-3 days, maybe Sunday, non-working days, whatever it is. But 17 October means there is a gap of 13 days. So you cannot do the balancing on 31st October. Did you understand this? Opposite side, this will become opening balance 2150 on the next day. After 17th October, what is the next day? 18th October 2015, to balance brought down. Did you understand this? On the next day, after 17th October, 18th October, it will become the opening balance on opposite side 2150, to balance brought down. Any confusions with this? Next question, you all will be able to answer it to me. Look at question number 11. From the following transactions, prepare petty cash book of Shri Prince as per petty underline impressed system. Impressed system is to be maintained, so something will be done at the end that I'll explain you. Earlier, until here everything is same. Until here everything is same. Something is to be done after this, that I'll explain. Okay? Now no need to read it. Same columns are there. Like in the second one, what do you have? 500 for printing, charges of bill book, and 350 for other stationery. Printing and stationery can be combined in one column. Then postage, carriage, wages. Then miscellaneous, stationery, miscellaneous, postage, wages. So same columns you can maintain again. Okay? Make the formats. Yes?
There is no column of tea and
Tea and refreshment we have maintained.
in the question.
And then in exams you may not make it, it's okay. I am not changing this format now. Yes, who is making the format? 1 more minute, make it fast. More seconds. 40. 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be attentive. 1st November, cash received from Chief Cashier rupees 5,000. Pratham.
Date 1/11/2015.
Date 1/11/15.
Receipt side 5,000.
Receipt side 5,000.
Particular chief to chief cashier.
Particulars to Chief Cashier account. Sit down. All are clear with this? Then 500 for printing charges of bill book and 350 for other stationery items are paid. Both will come in stationery column only. So Mansi.
Sir, date 2/11/15.
Date is 2/11/15.
By printing charges account.
Yes, don't talk in between. By printing charges and stationery account. By printing charges and stationery total column 850 as well as stationery column 850. So now, is everyone able to understand this? Okay, simplest of all the cash books. Everything will come on payment side only. Then, Akhil, postage expenses paid rupees 200.
Date 5/11/15.
Date 5/11/15.
By postage expense account.
By postage account.
Total amount 200.
Total amount 200.
Postage column.
And postage column 200. So now, then carriage 50 and wages 50 paid. Ayushi.
By carriage and wages account.
Date is 7/11/15 by carriage and wages account.
50 total 100.
Total 100.
50.
50 in wages and 50 in carriage. So now see, this will come in personal account. 100 is paid to bridge towards salary. That is what we discussed with you. If you pay towards salary, then only it will come in personal account. So date is 10/11/15 by bridge account. Okay, here you will write by bridge account 100, and in personal account column 100. Did you understand this? If you pay any advance salary to an employee, that will only come in personal column. 200 is given to Sandeep for the payment of miscellaneous expenses. Date. Date is 12, not 10, 12/11/15. Particulars. Should we write by Sandeep account? No. I explained in that Mishal also. Here we are paying for the miscellaneous expense. Only if you give salary, you write personal account name. So what do you write by miscellaneous expenses account? Further, 200 will first of all come in the total column and also miscellaneous expense column. So now, then carriage 50 and stationery expense of 300 are paid. Vidhi?
Date 18/11/15.
Date is 18/11/15
By carriage and stationery
by carriage and stationery
expenses.
expenses account.
Total 350.
Total 350.
Carriage 50
Carriage 50 and
and stationery.
stationery 300. Sit down. Are you all clear with this? Then rupees 100 paid for miscellaneous expenses. Patel. Don't talk in between. Keep silence.
By miscellaneous expense.
Date is 20/11/15 by miscellaneous expense account.
Total in 100
Total column 100 and
and that
miscellaneous expense column 100. Sit down. Then 80 paid for postal stamps. So write down 24/11/15 by postal stamps or postage account. Total 80 and postage 80. And then 350 for wages and 70 for miscellaneous expenses are paid. So 28/11/15 by wages and miscellaneous expenses account. Total 420. Wages 350 and miscellaneous expenses 70. Did you all understand this? Now, as we did earlier, first what will we do?
payment.
Total of payments. Okay, first we will do the total of all the payments. So 850, 1050, 1150, 1250, 1450, 1800, 1900, 2300, 2400. Wages 50, carriage 450, postage 280, stationery 1150.
Sir, wages 350. After carriage, last
350. Instead of that,
It is in wages column. Okay. 315 wages column means this will become 400 and this will become 100. No tea and refreshment 370 and 100. Did you understand this, everyone? Now what next should be done after the total of payments? What next? Leaving one line total of receipts. Leave one line, then write total of receipt 5,000. Write it on both the sides. 5,000 minus 2,400 is 2,600. Now this is 28th November, so you'll write the last day, very close to the end of the month. So 30/11/15 by balance carried down and opposite side on 1st December 2015, 2,600, 2 balance brought down. So up till here everything is same. Did you understand this? Closing balance of November 2600 becomes opening balance of December 2600. Complete fast up till here. Raise your hand who is still writing. impressed system is followed here. Now be attentive. What did I make you write in the notes for impressed system? Fixed amount of cash is maintained at the beginning of every month.
Yes.
Means be attentive. At the beginning of every month we must have 5,000. Did you understand this? Fixed amount of cash is maintained at the beginning of every month. So at the beginning of every month we must have 5,000. And then I told you, therefore whatever is spent in the last month will be reimbursed in the next month. What is spent in November? 2,400. That will be given on 1st December. This one extra entry will come in impressed system. So receipt side, write down 2,400. 1st December 2015 to Chief Cashier account. This is the only extra entry in impressed system. And understood the logic behind it? See, now 2,600 and 2,400. Do you maintain the balance of 5,000 or not?
Yes.
So this is impressed system. Fixed amount of cash is maintained every month. So whatever is spent in the last month, 2,400, will be received in the beginning of next month. So this extra entry will come if it is impressed system. Any confusions with this? Put it off.